involved. I'm an evangelism coordinator for the church. One important that I'm implementing within the evangelism ministry is the Bible with me, sharing your testimony within this Sunday service. The purpose of this program is to testify how Jesus has transformed your life, to give all the glory to God, because without Him, you would be dead. Furthermore, through hearing how Jesus has transformed people, it will encourage and build up our faith as individual believers and as a church as a whole. Also in regards to the person who is sharing the testimony, it will very much bless them. It really will. I encourage all of you to contact me if you want to share your testimony, because it's a very good thing to share your testimony. The more that we witness to people and also to individual believers as a church, the better the thing will be. The more people we will bring to Christ, and the more that we will build up the church itself. Also, as your brothers and sisters in Christ, we all want to know each other, right? We all want to know our stories about each other, so that way we can love each other even more. Amen. And we want to see how your life has been transformed through God. Okay, so now onto my testimony. The title of my testimony is Love, Not Lust. Reconciling my same-sex attractions and my relationship with Jesus. Before I go into detail about how I have been transformed in that area of my life, I would like to first to tell you about a bit about myself and my background. I'm 24 years old, and throughout my life I have struggled with low self-esteem, self-hatred, suicidal tendencies, and depression. As you can tell, I have a speech impairment. I have had it since birth. During most of my time in public school, I had been blessed with receiving extra help. By the time that I was in grade 4, I was already depressed and exhibiting some suicidal tendencies. That's a very young age to deal with stuff like that. Just to give you some of my family background, I grew up in a family who was extremely hostile towards Christianity. My dad is an atheist, and my mom is into yoga and Eastern religion. This caused me to have a very worldly, secular, warped view on God and on Christianity. Basically, I got taught that Christianity was just a big scam to get our money, that Christianity was all penny. Throughout my life, I learned that being gay was wrong, and exhibiting any effeminate traits was wrong, and that the person should strive to be masculine acting. By the time I was in grade 5, it had become very much clear to me and my parents that I was same-sex attracted. I did not accept it, so it was my dark, dirty, shameful secret. The consequence of that is that it caused me to have an even lower self-image and self-esteem that caused me to become even more depressed and suicidal. From grade 10 to until a couple of years ago, I was listening to Marilyn Manson, Korn, and the likes of them. Music like that is extremely dark. It's very much a tool of the devil. If any of you guys are listening to music like that, just throw it away.
Yes, amen.
Just throw it away, because it's very much a tool of the devil. It's only through the grace and mercy of God that I did not kill myself or do some unthinkable act, which I'm not going to go into. In grade 12, I came out as gay and accepted His grace as my Savior. Coming out as gay made me extremely hostile towards the church because of what they had done to same-sex attracted people. I took on a victim mentality. I honestly believed that being gay was the key to my happiness and that it would fulfill me. And I also thought that straight society was all at fault for my low self-esteem, my self-hatred, and depression, and that if great society accepted us as people, everything would be fine, but in reality, that's not the truth. my identity was very much not in Christ. It was in being gay. But God still had his hand on me though, because a couple of summers after high school I started to attend the church that my friend went to. It was very much a fundamentalist, evangelical, gay-hating church. The first sermon that I went to at that church, the speaker was basically saying that the believers that attended the church should not even hang out with gay people. That's how gay-hating they were. I still found God there, so I had a falling out with my friend over this church's view on same-sex attraction. This almost destroyed me. It almost destroyed my faith. During the next couple of months, I became extremely more depressed and also promiscuous. For a 2 months period, I was averaging one new sexual partner a week. This was in the fall of 2004. During the Pride weekend of 2005, I basically hit rock bottom. I was humbled before God. After the Vancouver Pride parade, when I was visiting a friend of mine, and we were on the 7th floor balcony, I started to wonder what it would be like to fall 7 floors. Through the grace and mercy of God, though, something stopped me from trying to find out. So I realized that it would be the most selfish thing that I could do. It would hurt so many people. It would be extremely selfish. My identity in being gay was destroyed during that weekend. The only thing that got me through the weeks after that was listening to my MP3 player and listening to Christian music on it at night and just falling my eyes out. I still hadn't reconciled my same-sex attraction at that time to my relationship with Jesus, so during the fall of 2005, I stumbled upon a website that changed my view on being same-sex attracted and how it related to having a relationship with Jesus. It caused me to drop the gay label and identity. I now identify as a Christian who is same-sex attracted. It took me out of the world and turned my focus to Jesus. Love, not lust.
Yes.
A consequence of that is that whatever self-hatred I have had has disappeared. Whatever depression or suicidal tendencies that I have had, or low self-esteem or anything like that has disappeared. I would say that I'm the most happiest and joy-filled person that I have ever been in my life.
Thank you, Lord.
I'm at peace with myself, and my identity is in Christ. I very much recognize the fact that without Jesus, I would be dead. All of us would be. God has very much transformed me from being a wretched, hate-filled human being to what I am today. All the glory goes to God, though. Without Him, I would be dead. The only thing that fulfills me is Jesus. I used to believe that material wealth would, but it won't. All the riches in the world will not fulfill you. It really won't. But, yeah, that never made me happy. Money and material wealth really won't fulfill a person. Only God will. Before I started to attend Rainbow, I was working at a sawmill full-time. I was working 3 12-hour shifts, graveyards, and it was weekend shift, so I did not attend church. I was getting paid like 23 bucks an hour, which is a fairly good wage, and it had a fairly good benefit package. During February of 2008, I was laid off for a couple of weeks. My friend Robin